So yesterday I baked bread, first time I ever used my green egg, and today I'm going to kind of show you a little bit about how I prepared everything. So I moved the coals around from yesterday and refreshed them so that we're ready to go. Yesterday I put my plate directly in with the centers down, and you can kind of see where my Dutch oven was there. And I put the Dutch oven on top of my plate like this, and then when I cooked the bread, I put a layer of rice down on the bottom. You can see the rice cooked there from doing that. And all you want to do is just make an insulation for your parchment paper. So I kind of spread this all around like that so that there is a insulation there, and then I put the parchment paper down, and then I put the dough inside of that, and all of this of course was inside the egg. Then I put the lid on the bread and let it cook for a half an hour this way, and then after a half an hour I came out, took the lid off. Of course I used my gloves, and then let the bread cook the rest of the way with the lid off. Today we're going to do a little bit different. What we're going to do is, instead of having the plate down in the position you see here, we're actually going to turn it around, and we're going to have the plate this way. And we're going to have the plate this way inside the green egg and actually cook the bread on the top. So when I first got this, I tried to put it down inside, and as you can see, it doesn't really fit. This is a problem with the egg. This is a medium egg, and as you can kind of see here, it's not fitting. So let me try to see if I can make it fit. So I've moved it all around the egg in every direction I can, and it will not sit on the fire ring. So I've got to take this back to green egg and see if I can get it replaced so that I'll get one that actually fits inside and sits down on the egg. So if there's a problem that you have, it's a problem that I've discovered also. So this is as flat as I can make it, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but inside there it's not all the way down on the fire rim. It's actually about almost an inch off of the fire rim. So the plate is just a little bigger than it's supposed to be. Because it's tapered, it'll actually fit the other way and goes down on the fire rim, but when you put it this way, it's not actually fitting. So now that I've got this down, I will go ahead and put my bread right on top of this, put a layer of flour on there, and I'm going to bake my bread right on top of there. So I'm restarting the egg, and what I do is I kind of just build a little airspace in there, put some of the charcoal around it, and try not to smother it like I did right there, and let this charcoal go ahead and start. And it really helps to get it started if open the vent on the bottom the whole way, and then take the ceramic top off, and this creates a kind of a little vortex going on in there. I've seen it go up in temperature when I start this within about 2-3 minutes, and you can kind of see it starting to catch there. So it hasn't even been 30 seconds and it's already up to 200 degrees, and yeah, it's actually started pretty good there. So we're going to go ahead and put the plate in and position it, and getting ready to put the bread in. Usually when I do this, I usually invite some chicks over so that they can kind of enjoy what I'm doing. And as you can see over in the corner, sure enough, I have 4 chicks over there. Just can't wait to get my bread out. They love eating the bread, I presume. So, har har har. So here we go. We've got the fire started in there. Looks pretty good. We're going to go ahead and put on my gloves. You'll notice that these are actually welding gloves that I bought. So instead of barbecue gloves, these welding gloves will really insulate my hand, make sure that I don't get burned when I'm doing all this. As I said before, the this doesn't really fit. As you can see, it's well at least an inch over there. And it's a little snug putting the top of the egg down on it also, but well, we'll get that back. I know that they'll go ahead and replace that for me. Oh look, the chicks are really excited now. They know the bread's going to start any time. So we're going to go ahead and get the bread, get it ready to go here, and put it down on the top. Okay, so I stepped away about 20 minutes, and I think I let it get a little bit too hot. It's reading here at about 800 degrees. I learned another lesson. I let my solid vent go way too far to the right, and it ended up separating from my screen vent, and it's taken me a while to get it back in place, but now it's in place. I've got a gap. It's about probably 1.5 inches. That's where I was last time when I got 350 degrees, so I'm going to try to do that. You can see my egg's already down to 600 degrees, so I went from 800 to 600 pretty darn fast. I've got it completely open on the vents on the top, and last time I was pretty successful getting it around 350 degrees doing this. So once it gets down to about 400, I'm going to go ahead and take my bread and put it on top of the slab here. And matter of fact, we can probably burp it. Burp it a little bit here. Okay, so the slab looks like it's nice and warm. Okay, everything looks good. Boy, those charcoals down there are really lit up. So I don't know if I'd really show you this or not, but my chicks are taking a bath. You can see them over there doing a dust bath. So they're kind of my favorite fans out here when I'm doing my big green egg. For whatever reason, they think the green egg is cool. Yeah, very cool, huh? Left my egg unattended, got it all the way up to 800 degrees, and now I'm really cranking it back to try to get it down to 300. You can kind of see where I am right here. And it dropped slowly, but now it's actually maintaining 500 degrees with just that little bit of a slit. So I've got to reduce the opening even more to try to see if I can get it down to 350. So I'm going to go ahead and reduce that down. I'm going to go ahead and take this closure and actually close it off a little bit more. See if we can get that down to 350 degrees here pretty quick. So now I'm going to go ahead and prep the top of this with a little bit of flour. It's a good thing I'm wearing my welding gloves. I can actually kind of work on the top of this, even though this is really, really hot. Wouldn't try this at home without welding gloves on. And so now I'm going to go ahead and take my bread, put it on top here. So now I got my bread on top there, and we're going to go ahead and close the egg down. And we're going to try to get it to 350 degrees. It may be a little bit hotter than that right now, and maintain the temperature there for an hour.